Hi.
Yay! I'm going to try to pull it up on my iPad, too.
That's what I'm going to do. See if there's any kind of chat.
I'm not good at this. Let's see here.
Mine doesn't say I'm live.
Oh, I see it. This is weird.
Oh my god, I'm not leaving my face.
This is weird.
Oh, gross.
All right.
So gross.
So no one's watching, but here we are. Took us long enough to actually do this, but then when we decided we were going to do it, we just collected everything and started.
Yeah, we sure did.
Oh, good. 2 people are watching. Hi, everyone. It's Tammy.
And Tracy.
And Tracy. And we just thought we would share our story of Disney, and we thought we would just chat and say hello. We had fun last night when we went live doing our hauls. So
look at how much nicer yours looks than mine does. Is that because you have light? I don't care. Oh, look, they're telling me to pay my phone bill.
Okay, so gosh, this is awkward and weird. I'm not used to sitting like this. I feel exposed.
You feel exposed. My fat head's right in the front of all this stuff. I don't know where to look.
We're boring. Okay, so we wanted to talk about Disney and tell you guys we had a wonderful trip and how great it was.
But we're not going to do that because it wasn't great or wonderful.
It was something, that's for sure. It was a trip.
So how'd the shit show start? I can't swear on your channel.
You can, it's fine.
How did it start? We got ready in the morning and we left.
And we were super excited, but the traffic was awful.
There was an accident. The traffic was bad. Weird thing, the whole time we were going for months, I kept playing Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata. And then out of nowhere, when we were driving, stuck in traffic, the 90s station was on. And out of nowhere, we just heard Hakuna Matata. And we were like, what the fuck? And we thought, obviously, that is
a sign.
A sign that this is going to be a fantastic trip.
Fun.
Yeah, so there was that. So
when did it? I mean, like, how did it start?
Well,
we got there, and our room was not ready, which we kind of knew.
Yeah, because it was early, and my scooter was supposed to be delivered at like from 12:25 to 12:35, and then it was almost 1 o'clock, and there was nothing. So I called and left a message for the lady, and then she called me back and said, "Oh, the guy's been trying to call you all morning. He's on his way back. He's going to have to turn around and come back." And I said, well, I don't know what number he was calling. So, whatever. The guy finally came back. Yeah, no rings. And she said, well, maybe you have spam. And I said, I don't have spam. So, he came back and dumped the scooter on us.
No instruction.
No instructions. Didn't know how to work it. Moved the handlebars so I could hardly even reach it.
Yeah, he moved the seat and the handlebar and said, here, this should work. And said, you push this to go forward, you push this to go backward. And that's seriously, I think, the only instruction she got. And he only showed it on one handlebar, so she thought you had to use this one handlebar too for most of the time. Or maybe
No, I knew this one would make it go forward, and I knew this one would make it go backwards.
Okay.
But I didn't know that if I moved them the other way, they would do the opposite.
Yeah, so you didn't know that both of them would go forward or backward.
I didn't know that. And that's where our troubles began. This driving me crazy, so.
Sorry. Yeah, that's fine. Just do what you need.
So, we did that, and then we decided to... So now when you go, you have to make reservations for parks. So you can't just get there and say, if you have your tickets and say, oh, we're going to go here today, we're going to go there today.
And we had the park hopper and everything, but you still had to make a reservation to the park that you were going to.
Yeah, you had to make a reservation in the morning, and then after 2 o'clock, I guess you could go wherever you wanted to, other parks, which was good that we got it because that never happened ever. And so we were supposed to go to Magic Kingdom that day because obviously you're going to go there because it's the best
It's
one.
the Magic Kingdom.
So we did have dinner reservations at 8:45 that night. So we took off and went to Magic Kingdom. Oh, and I was going there to get a disability pass. So I had tried calling before we went because they could do video calls. And they said, oh, you'd be better off just going to guest relations. Take 10 minutes. You'll be in and out. So we went there, and the girl was so...
Not nice.
Yeah, she wasn't nice. She was a young girl, and she acted like, she acted like she was doing us a favor, me a favor.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, what's wrong with you? And first of all, I get it, but I don't think they're supposed to ask you that. So I told her, and then she was like, I don't think this is going to do you any good. Really? So then she was like, I'm going to do it this one time. So, like, if you ever come back, they're not going to do it for you. I guarantee they're not going to do it for you, but I'm going to do it this one time. We're like, all right. So, whatever. We got that, figured out how to use it, and then we started making our... So with this pass, they have an app now, and you have to go on there, and they have this lightning lane. But they also, it's called the DAS. So there was a tab. When she okayed it, a tab came up on our app, and it was this disability thing, which is like a lightning lane. So you could go on there and book. And they're not giving you anything any faster. They're just giving you a time that you could roll in and go on the ride. So we started doing that. And that was fine. Oh, so the first week and a half of December is supposed to be the least populated time there of the whole year. Well, we found out that the day we went to the Magic Kingdom, it was sold out. Capacity.
Oh.
Couldn't get in. Nobody could get a ticket that day because they closed it down because there were too many people. So that's what started our problems. Now you tell some of the story.
All right. So the disability pass allowed you to sign up for a ride and then come back at a specific time to get on the ride. So we didn't have to wait in line is really what that prevented, which is a very nice feature. But you're still waiting for the ride, but you're not in line. So I mean, I get it. It's a nice feature. But you're only allowed to do one at a time. So you can do one, and then after you've used your magic band to get in, then you can sign up for another one. So we signed up for something. I don't even remember what we rode first. Splash Mountain?
The Haunted Mansion.
Oh, the Haunted Mansion. So we signed up for that, and then I don't even know what we did. We walked around, did whatever. and it's been a long time between visits to the park, so neither one of us could remember where anything was, and things have changed so much anyway. But we needed the map, and they're not super easy to read, and there's so many people going everywhere. It's hard to look up the thing, and
it's supposed to be the happiest place on earth, and every worker there was a nightmare.
Yes. We were trying to avoid having to go from here to there to there to there, because I'm on foot, and it's just busy. It's just so crowded too. We don't want to have. We wanted to try to stay in the different areas, Adventureland and whatever. But so I mean, we enjoyed the rides that we did ride. They were lots of fun, and then we ended up going to a Pooh Bear ride later in the day, and this is where I got frustrated and mad, because we went to the Pooh Bear line and we had our little fast pass. We went in, and Tracy, and she said, "Are you able to transfer?" They always ask you this. "Are you able to transfer from your scooter to the ride?" And Tracy said yes. And then this time she also said, "Can you you need to transfer now. Like, you have to park your buggy or scooter thing, and then you can ride." Well, Tracy said, "Well, how long is the wait from here? Because it's never, you don't just get to walk back there and you're on the ride." And she said it would be 15 to 20 minutes, I think. And Tracy was like, "No, I can't do that," because it was later in the day, and she'd already done that for a few rides. And I mean, there's a reason she had a scooter. So she was like, I'm sorry, I can't do that." So they wouldn't let me ride without her unless I waited in line again, in the regular line, to ride it. And it's Winnie the Pooh, and I am not going to wait in line again to ride the Winnie the Pooh ride. And there were two people at the gate, which is weird too. There weren't always two, but there were two people at the gate. One of them said that just to have her badge her magic band, and then me do my magic band, and I could go. And so I did that. And then the other lady was like, "No, no, 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 no." So, I mean, I called Tracy over so that she could do hers, because this lady told me I could do that. So I was listening to the lady. I called Tracy back over. Tracy came over, did her little band. I did mine, started to walk down there. And the other lady was like, "No, no, no, she can't do that." So she was scolding the other lady and calling me back. And we were like, just forget it. And they just weren't helpful and weren't nice. And it just set the tone just so ugly. The workers just didn't seem to want to be there. Some of the workers would literally jump in front of Tracy as she's scooting along. Like, I mean, it's hard enough to guide the scooter when there's nobody around, but when there's kids and millions of people around, this was her very first time. No professional training. No, right. No unprofessional training. No anything. So, and
the guy moved the things too far away.
Yeah.
It was
a nightmare. So the Pooh Bear thing really pissed me off, because I was like, what the heck? It's not like we're trying to get anything off on anybody, and that's the way they made you feel. Like you were trying to get something for nothing. And that wasn't it at all. And so it was just, the whole setting just made you feel, ugh. And we're at the happiest place on earth, so it was crazy. So we left there. We were kind of pissy just because the whole thing. And then we were still waiting for 8:45 to come around so that we could eat. And we were down to there. I will say there were lots of things that we would do differently today if we were planning this trip than 8 months ago when we planned it, which was, I don't know, we must have thought we were 18 years old, because we were going to go to 18 parks and then go to Universal Studios, and we were going to get up at dawn and run till midnight, and we were just dumb. I mean, we didn't take into account the fact that we're 50 and this is not our jam. But anyway, we had 8:45 reservations, which we wouldn't do again probably. I mean, maybe once, but we would be prepared for this. But whatever. We had an 8:45 reservation. Way too late to be eating dinner. And there was a parade at 8:15, which goes right past the Crystal Palace, which is where we were going to eat.
And the fireworks that everyone
that's what I meant.
That's what it was.
It was fireworks. It wasn't the parade. It was fireworks. 8:15. So it's about, I don't know, 7:30, and we think, okay, we're going to go to we're going to head up toward the Crystal Palace, so we'll be close to where we have to eat. and there's shopping on Main Street and stuff, and Crystal Palace is right there. So we'll go in the little shop and we'll shop and see what we can see. So that's what we did. We went into the shop, which was huge, and it was, I mean, it's Disney, so I mean, things are cute, and we enjoy the atmosphere when it's not. We just didn't enjoy the people. We enjoy Mickey and Minnie, and you know, all of them. We like them,
right?
So we're shopping, and then I thought that Tracy left the shop, so I leave, or I walked out, and my feet are killing me, so I'm like, I'm gonna sit on this curb. So I was sitting down on the curb, and I texted her and told her I was out there, and so I was just waiting for her or whatever. And then she comes out probably, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes later. It wasn't a big deal. She was still shopping. I just didn't realize she was. And then I think we were making our way to the Crystal Palace.
Yeah, because they were telling everyone
that you couldn't sit there.
You couldn't sit there, and then right where we had to go at the Crystal Palace was right across this way from that castle. I'm trying to be nice. The castle where the fireworks are blowing off, and everyone's trying to line up to watch them. And when we got further down there, they were telling people nobody else could stand here, nobody else could go down there, and they were trying to literally herd people out of there. And we told them we had a reservation and we need to get down there. So it was the two of us against
the world.
45,000 people coming towards us, and everybody lined up inside these yellow lines.
Yeah.
Standing there waiting to watch the fireworks. And it was pitch dark. And I'll let you tell them the rest.
Oh, no. You have to
No,
tell
no,
this.
no, no.
I can't tell this just...
You can, because you saw it. You could tell what you saw, and then I'll tell you what happened.
Okay, so what I saw was, and it's hard to, like, because this is the first time I've ever been with somebody in a scooter too, so it's hard to know if you should walk in front, if you should walk behind, if you should walk next to, and there really wasn't room to walk next to, even though we tried to do that for some of it, so that we could kind of chit-chat, but usually it was easier if she walked in front, or if she went in front, because she could kind of make her way through where she could see, because if I'm in front, I can get through as a human, but as a walking human, but she can't fit the scooter necessarily through the same spots that I can fit through. So it was easier most of the time if she was the one in front leading. So she was leading, and I'm behind her, and she's going, and I'm following her, and there's somebody, of course, with a double stroller, which, oh my goodness, I hate those things, had her two kids in this stroller and was trying to get up on a curb, right, like, cuts Tracy off, tries to get up on the curb, misses the curb, doesn't get all the way up there, so she backs up, which then it's sardines in this area. When she backs up, she hits Tracy, and I think the wheel of the stroller actually even hit the scooter, and I'm going, what the heck? And then next thing I know, I'm hearing crunch, 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 and seeing people flying everywhere. And I'm going, what the heck just happened? And I don't know what to do, because I don't know what, and this is all happening like a car accident. And then I hear this lady is like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then this other lady that came out of nowhere, and then I hear this guy saying, is this your first time on a scooter, or don't you know how to stop, or I don't know. I was like, what the heck is going on? So I'm like trying to make sure that Tracy's okay and everybody else, but of course my first thought is Tracy, because she's my friend, and I'm going, what the heck is happening? And then next thing, I heard this crunch, and I thought, what the heck is happening? And I'm thinking, she's gonna be so mad because something broke or she hit somebody, and so I didn't know exactly, and I'm just kind of holding my breath as we make a U-turn almost, and then she stops, and then
well, no, the workers came running.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
There were workers running. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I didn't say a word. I think I said, are you okay, to Tracy? And she was like, yes. And just like, and people are asking her, and she's talking to somebody for a minute. But honestly, I don't even remember exactly what's happening. And then we pull over to the side. Then she starts cracking up, which makes me crack up, and we're laughing. But I didn't know what the heck happened. So that's what I saw. But here's what happened.
So what happened was...
What happened was...
I was at the point where I was ready to kill. So, and everybody would just go in front of me. And, these handbrakes, whatever. So, I was scooting my way through. And at this point, there were so many people, you couldn't just go. You were going, like, going like that across. So, I was doing this. And this lady was coming at me with the stroller. And she was coming right at me like she was going to cut me off. And I thought, you know what? Not going to happen. Fuck you. So I kept going. Well, the next thing I knew, because honestly, I keep going at people. Well, no, it's not true. Because I was going to say, honestly, when I would go at people, they'd kind of stop. But I tore some ankles up. I didn't care. But anyway, this was the first night and this lady was coming at me. And I was like, no, I'm not stopping. You're going to get... So all I knew was she didn't stop and I didn't stop. And I heard this crunching, cracking. And so then I thought, oh my God, it's a baby under my tire. Because I knew there was a stroller. I didn't know it was a double stroller. I saw the stroller and I knew there was a baby in there. And then there was a crash. It's like helicopter flashbacks. But there was a crash. And I thought, and I just kept trying to go, and I knew something was dragging underneath, and I thought, oh my God, and everyone was screaming, and I'm like, oh my God, the baby's stuck under my tire. I don't care. So I kept trying to go, but in the meantime, there was a lady in front of me who I was going straight at, and she was on foot, and she was in front of me trying to grab the front of the scooter to stop it, but I got nervous, and I think I was trying to stop with my foot like I was in a car. And like if you grab the steering wheel to stop, except I was grabbing the steering wheel and it was just making it go and it wouldn't stop. So then when I finally, and the lady was going, please stop. So then when I finally stopped, I was like, I'm going to get sued. They're going to take me to jail. Because I mowed people down in the street. But everybody was saying, are you okay? Are you okay? Because apparently it was the lady in the stroller's fault. Because she got up under my tire. So I thought it was her stroller, the crunching and everything. Until the next day when I got on the bus with the scooter. And the lady, you know, they got to come and like latch you in there, and the lady's like, ooh, what happened? Did you crash?
This has seen things.
Yeah, this scooter's seen things. And I go, why? And she goes, oh, the whole front bottom of it is all torn up. And I was like, oh, that's what the crunching probably was. So yeah, well anyway, everybody, are you okay? Are you okay? And the worker, and I said, I just want to get out of here. So the worker kind of put her arm out to stop people, and I was able, and I didn't know where Tammy was, but I thought, I got to get out of here.
I was right behind her.
I turned and was able to cross traffic sideways, and I got over to the side, and I just stopped, and I put my head down, and I was, and I thought she thought I was crying.
Yes.
I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. I was like, ah! And she was like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know, but the crunching. Oh my God, the crunching. So it was a fucking shit show.
It was a nightmare. And I think that the people on the right of us were all stopped waiting to watch the fireworks.
They were. Okay. There was the lady that was trying to stop me on the scooter.
So they weren't really walking. They were all stopped to watch the fireworks that were still 45 minutes away or whatever. At least a half hour from now. Oh.
What do I do?
I think you have to decline it. Move. So, yeah. You're alive still. Do you want me to text him from my...
No, I'm gonna end mine and I'll come back.
Okay.
How do I end it?
Yeah, hit that X. So that's how the day. That was the first day of the trip, and it was. Ugh. But then we got to the hotel, and the hotel we were staying at Port Orleans.
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay, we were staying at Port Orleans, and we had wasn't Riverside, it was the New Orleans side. I never remember the name of it, but it was a decent hotel. There wasn't no complaints. It smelled wonderfully when you walk into the area with the where you check in, registration, and all of that. It smelled really great. I think it was called New Orleans. I think we stayed at Port Orleans and we were on the New Orleans side. Maybe that's right. I don't know. You guys probably know far more than I do. But it was a nice hotel. I think it was one of the intermediate hotels. We didn't want to stay where there would be a ton of kids. And it was nice. I mean, you're at Disney, so there's going to be a ton of kids anyway. So we knew that, but the hotel itself was fine. We got a place that was close to the pool, which we didn't use, but I actually used the pool bar, but only once because the drinks were so expensive. I had one drink and it was $20. I think it was 22 when I added tip. It was crazy expensive, but it was a good drink. It was a Mai Tai, but it was expensive. But I did sit by the pool a couple of times, and the pool looked really cute. We did bring our swimsuits, but it wasn't super hot any day ever, and which was very nice. I mean, it was a great time to go to Disney. It was just way busier than we expected, and we were way too ambitious for our bodies, for sure. Because walking, so whatever. The first day was Disney, the Magic Kingdom, and like I said, when we walked to register, it smelled so good, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, this smells great." Tracy wasn't sure if she liked it at first. I think I liked it immediately, but then they also have beignets at New Orleans, and I wanted to try those. I had never had one. I don't remember if Tracy said she's had them or not. I've never been to New Orleans, but my ex-husband, when he was like 15 or 16, he went to New Orleans, and we had talked about that a lot, and I had always thought, oh gosh, I'd really like to try a beignet. This is the kid's father, and I was like, oh gosh, I'd really like to try a beignet. And they had beignets shaped like Mickey Mouse at this hotel, and I was like, oh great. So it's been a long time since I've heard about them, but I've never tried them. So while we were waiting for her scooter, you can order them, and they come in threes. So we got 3 beignets. So I ate one. Tracy didn't even finish one, but and then we had an extra that we ended up throwing away. I hate that, but you just can't eat everything that you want to. I mean, you can, but we'd get sick, so we didn't. But I took it. I did ask for a bag, and I took it back. But if you guys have never had a beignet, it is like a fried biscuit, and it is. Oh, hold on a second. She just texted me something. We've been propositioned. Okay, she said she can tell me when we get back there, or I can bring my phone out here. Let me see. Do you want me to go stay on live or stop? Let me see what she says. If she wants me to stop, then I'll end it before I go out there. But if she wants me to stay on live, then I'll just bring it out. Oh, she said I can stay. So I will bring you guys with me. I guess we are being propositioned. Her dad was who the phone call was. And I'm at Tracy's, in case you guys aren't familiar. So I'm in Florida right now. Still, today is the day we should have been leaving Universal, but we didn't even go to Universal, so we'll get there. But here's Tracy.
Don't show me.
Okay. Don't show her. But we've been propositioned, she said, so.
So my dad just called,
Okay.
and Dorothy is giving us a proposition. if I will drive to Fort Myers tonight, I think tonight, they will pay for us to get on the boat and stay the night in Key West and come back Friday morning. Would you like to do that?
Sure. What is Fort Myers?
There's a boat that leaves Fort Myers and takes you to Key West, so you don't have to drive all the way there.
Sure. I guess we might be going to Key West. And I fly out of here on Saturday, so that would actually work just fine. Oh, she's calling her dad. This is all live. The fishy that you hear are text messages.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Super.
So we're in. Am I going to be able to walk all that way?
Walk all over Disney? Oh, yeah. She, of course. Yeah, I think so.
We could just drive there.
Or to the hotel, and from the driveway to the boat.
We could leave at 2 o'clock. I'll just drive there. We don't need to get on the boat. We'll just drive there.
2 o'clock today?
Yeah.
We can leave.
Yeah. We'll just leave at 2 and I'll drive there.
So then we need to get in Key West, arrive 2 nights. Tonight and tomorrow night. We come back Friday morning.
Yeah.
That's one night. Tonight and tomorrow night. 2 nights. We come back Friday morning.
Hopefully you guys can hear.
Yeah, because it'll be late when we get there.
Well, we could leave at 1 o'clock. We ordered a pizza that's going to be here in about 15 minutes. We could just bring it with us, but we only got 4 pieces, so.
We gotta make sure we get the room. Yeah, I gotta check and make sure I get the room.
Alright, check and call me back.
Trivago I'm going through.
Okay.
Hopefully. Alright.
Alright, bye.
Well, it sounds like we might be going to Key West. So I think we're skipping the boat and we're just gonna drive there. And then we can, and Tracy hates Key West, so I don't know why she's wanting to do this, but I'll go with it. And then we'll come back on Friday, and then Saturday morning, my flight leaves early, and then I'll get to go back to Indy, which is great because I do miss my fam, but it's cold there. It's supposed to be like 30 or less. I think 26. Ugh. I'm wearing a sweatshirt here, but it's nice. Let me see what my watch says the temperature is. Oh, it tells me I'm on the phone. 75 degrees. So it's, and you can see it's a beautifully sunny day. Did you guys see that palm tree? Let me walk out there so you can see the palm tree because I love to see the palm trees. Yay! Yay! Aren't they pretty? Aren't they pretty? Aren't they pretty? I don't know who that person is that's saying a chat. But I saw, have you ever lied? Sure, who hasn't? But it doesn't mean that that's what I do. And I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway. Oh, I think she's still on the phone.
No, I'm listening to his voicemail.
Oh, okay. Good thing we did laundry this morning.
Oh, it's done too.
Yeah, so we can take it in. Are you gonna go back live? Because we've only told the first day. We have a few more.
Oh, wait, we'll stay live on yours, and I'll keep my phone open.
Okay. Oh. Oh, I thought that was somebody calling. Oh. So, I don't know if somebody is
What's happening?
I might have a troll. I'm not sure.
I'll go.
Um,
Oh, I'm
we're going back in so we can finish talking about the days. We'll make them a little faster since we have things going on and pizza coming and buses leaving. Buses meaning the car. But so the first night, we went to Crystal Palace and we ate dinner. And it was a dinner that was a character dinner, is what they call them. It was supposed to be Pooh Bear, Tigger, Eeyore, and Piglet. And we saw Pooh Bear, but he never came over to say hello to us. Or did he?
Yeah.
Pooh did. Okay, Pooh eventually did. Tigger eventually did. Piglet never did. And he's probably, of those, I don't know if he's my favorite, but he is, I don't know, Piglet's cute. I would have liked to see Piglet. And then Eeyore, you had to actually go to see Eeyore. Eeyore stood by the buffet and you had to like go to him, but whatever. Finally, Tigger and Pooh Bear came over and we got some cute pictures. If you follow me on Facebook or on Instagram, I think I posted them there. You can see them there. If you don't, shameless plug, you might check that out. I don't know. I hate how all of the social media stuff works. But, and maybe I can try to do a picture post of some, maybe that would be a better idea. If you don't follow me, no big deal. I will try to see what I can see. And then, and dinner was just, it wasn't anything great. And these buffets are $1.5 million, so it was crazy. So we got back to our room after getting the bus and all of that mess. It probably took, I think we got back to the room maybe about 11 or 11:30. And then I don't think we went to sleep until midnight that night, and we were dead tired. And then we got up, and I don't even remember where we went the next day. Was that the day we went to MGM or Animal Kingdom?
The second day?
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios, I think.
Okay. I still call it MGM, and I still call Downtown Disney,
Yeah.
Disney, even though it's called Disney Springs now. But we went to Hollywood Studios the second day, and it was far less crowded, and that was nice. We enjoyed it. But one of the rides that we wanted to ride kept going down, and then something made us upset. I don't remember what it was. We rode the Aerosmith ride, and I know that was fun, but it kind of made me queasy because I don't really like motion. I don't like rides. I mean, I like rides, but I don't like roller coaster rides. And then, why did we leave? Because we left there and we were kind of crabby about something. Was it because that one ride kept going down? Or, no, we went to go eat. That's right. We were starving.
Oh my God.
And we had reservations at this place. And she couldn't take her scooter back there, and it was ridiculous. So we were like, whatever. And so we could have waited longer for them to give us a table that would allow the scooter. And when she made reservations, she told them all, that she was going to be on a scooter and all this stuff. So it was like they just didn't take into accommodation people with disabilities, and it was really bad. So we went, it was the sci-fi place, and they tried to sit us in a stupid car. Well, not a stupid car. They were kind of cool. They tried to sit us in a car. Well, she can't have the scooter at the table with the car and all that. So we were like, no, this doesn't work. And then they said, well, we can accommodate you with a different table, but it will take 45 minutes or something. And we were already starving, and we were like, forget it. Just forget it. So we weren't sure if we wanted to stay there and go to a different place to eat, or just go back to the hotel and have lunch there. And it was late for lunch. It was probably 2 or 2:30 or 3 o'clock. But so we checked a couple places. They were all full because, again, even though it's supposed to be the slowest week of the year, it was certainly not. So we ended up leaving, going back to the hotel and just getting burgers, I think, at the hotel. And we ended up staying at the hotel the rest of the evening because it was just too much. It was just too much. So then the next day we woke up and went to Animal Kingdom, and that was fun. We spent $1 million at the Starbucks getting mugs, and I will try to remember to do a haul, or I will remember, but I will try to do a haul after I've gotten home because everything is wrapped up nice and put away in my suitcase, and I really don't want to have to try to undo all of that. So I'm thinking I will I'm hoping to do a haul of all the stuff, but once I show Chris and all that, I don't know how it's going to go, but that's my goal, is to do a haul when I get home and show you some of the things that I'd gotten, or all of the things that I've gotten if I can. But anyway, we spent $1 million at the Starbucks there, and then we went and we did the safari, which was really cool. It was really neat to see all the animals, and there was a warthog, which was fun since it was, you know, the Lion King and all that. So that was really neat. And then we ended up leaving there and going back to the hotel. And I think that night we may have ordered dinner in from a place called Macaroni Grill. And because like DoorDash or whatever will deliver to the resorts, which was nice because the cafeteria was decent. It was better than decent. It was a good cafeteria, but it was like opening your refrigerator and seeing the same thing every day. So basically, our food is here, so I will just kind of wrap this up a little bit. Basically, we had a great time. It was just so busy, and the ideas of what we wanted to do versus what we physically could do were different. So we ended up canceling a bunch of things. We did end up going to the Hoop-de-Doo review, which was a ton of fun. We did, we went to every park. We went to Disney Springs. We went to every park. We had fun, but we canceled Universal, which was good because it was so busy and we didn't want to, my feet so we came home on Monday, and it was yesterday, which was Tuesday, was the first day I woke up and thought, my feet aren't burning from walking so much. I literally walked 8 to 10 miles every day, and that was a lot because I'm not used to that. And it was just a lot of walking. And although it's fun, it's physically tiring. And I slept hard. We played hard, but it was just a lot. But again, it was fun, and I'm glad we did it, but I'm not interested in going to Disney anytime soon. I would take Hazel, my granddaughter. I think that would be fun. I would love to do that. But I want to wait until she's probably at least 5 before so that she will remember things and know what's going on. But that would be fun. But other than that, I'm good for now. I'm really good. And we've talked about maybe going to Harry Potter another time, or maybe not, and we're okay with that too. So gosh, it looks like we've been live for 45 minutes anyway. So I am going to let you guys go so that we can eat our pizza, and then I guess we are heading to Key West. Always something. But I'll talk to you soon. Love you all. Hope that you guys have fun, and sorry this didn't turn out exactly the way we wanted, but it's par for the course. And I will chat with y'all later. Love you. Bye.